So much of writing is getting out of your own way. On some level, you suspect that you really can do. Your fear makes you wash it over. You're afraid to be found out. You're afraid to realize you're a fraud. So it's easier not to do it. Your brain will try to take you there. It will try to say, don't go there and find out you're no good. My entire career depended upon a keystroke. And what I mean by that is I was writing my first script, and I wrote a scene and gave it to my brother who I admired. He didn't like the scene. He thought it was sort of just harsh and distasteful for him. It's a horror movie. And I was crushed. My brother, who I idolized, who was also a writer, who'd written paperback novels, and I'd read growing up all the stuff he would write. He didn't like it, so I was crushed. The next day, I sat at my typewriter, and I said, all right, well, look, don't give up just yet. Because, I said, no, just give up. You can't do this. Look, you tried. You're all over the map. Your own brother thinks it's bad. And I just sat there at the typewriter with a finger poised over it, said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. There's paper in the typewriter. It's a blank page. I can't face it. I don't want to do it. And I just typed something. So my finger was literally suspended over the typewriter. And I just go, fuck it. And I just hit the letter T. The sun, comes glancing through, blah, 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 the trees, the this, the that. A character trudges into frame, sits down, and, oh, God, I hate myself. He says this isn't working. Why am I even typing still? Give up, give up. And then he says this, and this guy comes in, and they talk. I'll just write some bullshit dialogue because I'm bad at this. And then I wrote a line, and I said, wait, okay, so if he says that, oh, wait, if he said that, this character would, I get it. Maybe he says that, oh, it'd be funny if the two characters were doing this. And all of a sudden, I had a scene. It was fear, fear, hate, hate, fraud, fraud. And then all of a sudden, something caught my attention, and my brain for a second was distracted enough to find it momentarily more interesting than just my own fear. And so that's what you live for. You start with fear, and then when you get to problem solving, you can't be solving a problem and afraid at the same time. So that one letter T that I typed that I didn't want to type, I just forced myself to keep typing, and then suddenly, in the midst of hatred and self-hatred and fear, something caught my attention, and I thought, well, that's interesting. And for the second, for that moment, my mind just said, we have to stop the fear for a second. We just saw a problem to solve. And that's what it is, replacing fear with problem solving and knowing not to panic during the fear. And just keep going. So much of writing is getting out of your own way.
Yeah.
Is getting rid of the negative self-talk and just doing what on some level you suspect that you really can do, but your fear makes you wash it over. You're afraid to be found out. You're afraid to realize you're a fraud. So it's easier not to do it. Your brain will try to take you there. It will try to say, don't go there and find out you're no good. Stop now, and you still hold the sort of illusion that someday you can write a book.
Yeah.
Don't actually sit down and try. Oh, because then you'll have to confront, oh, I can't. But if you don't do anything, you can harbor it as a fantasy. Someday I'll write a book.
Yeah.
Talk to someone who says, I have all these ideas. Someday I'm just going to write, put a desk in front of them. Oh, here you go. What? You just said you want to write a book. Well, here's a desk. Sit down. Here's some paper. No, not now. Well, why not now? No, someday I'm going to write a book. Well, here's a desk and a typewriter. No, not now. I can't do it now. Translation, you're never going to do it.
Mm-hmm.